एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभउ निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त जुनी सहबं गुर प्रसाद जप आज सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसे भी सच एक अदिति गुरु नानक देव ओंकार गुरु अंगद पेवा सतनाम गुरु अमर प्यारे करता रामदास गुरबारे पुरख श्री अर्जन सुखदानी निरभउ हर गोबिंद गुण खानी निर्वैर गुरु है श्री हर राय अकाल मूर्त हर कृष्ण त्याय अजूनी तेग बहादुर राय सहपांग गुरु दसमें सहाय गुर प्रसाद ग्रंथ गुरु ज्ञाना वाहि गुरु बंदन भगवाना गुरु ग्रंथ कल जुग पयो श्री गुरु रूप महान दस पाचा एह रूप है गुरु ग्रंथ जी जान पूर्ण देखियो आत्मा द्वैत सर्वनवार पय शांत मन शांते तिन पद नमो मार मुख उचरे शास्त्र खाट पेंगरन छड़ जाए अंध लिखे बदरो सने जो काल कृपा कहा बुद्ध प्रभु तो हमारी बरन सके महिमा जो तहारी हम न सक्त कर से तुम्हारी आप ले हो तुम कथा सदारी सो कहो टल गुरु सेविय अहन सहज सभाय दर्शन परसिय गुरु के जन्म मरण दुख जाए दर्शन परसिय गुरु के जन्म मरण दुख जाए वाहिगुरु
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी सुनिए सिद्ध पीर सुरनाथ सुनिए तर्त तवल आकाश सुनिए दीप लो पाताल सुनिए पोहे न सकै काल नानक भगता सदा विगास सुनिए दुख पाप का नाश
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह गुरु साध संगत जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. We're continuing on with the definitions of the Sri Japji Sahib. We've reached Pauri 8 and we've gone through the first couple of lines. We've gone through Suniya Siddh Peer Surnath, Suniya Tar Tavlakas, Suniya Deep Lo Patal. So we've gone through those 3 lines and now we're going to go through the rest of this Pauri within this video hopefully. Kamalpreet Singh, if you can start off please.
Suniya Poh na Sakai Kal.
It is due to the name of God, due to listen to the name of God, that, here it says, Kal, Sakai Kal, that the angels of death cannot come and touch you. Dharamraj, who is the righteous king, who supports death in order for a person to be judged based on their acts and merits, they cannot touch you. The name of God has the ability to release you from the noose of the angels of death and bring you back to life. And there's a Sakhi within this, where within the Sri Guru Pratap Suraj Prakash again, where we mention Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji, where Baba Atal Rai was one of their sons, and he was the brother of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. And Baba Atal Rai, what he had the ability to do was, he had the occult abilities like all the other sons of Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji did as well. But he was out playing one day. Basically, they used to play with a ball and bat with his friends within the districts of Amritsar. And he was playing with one of his friends, and his friend Mohan, it was his opportunity to bat, and Baba Atal Rai said, look, it's dark now, we'll all play tomorrow, it's your turn first tomorrow, so we'll wait for you. Within that night, however, a snake had bit Mohan and he had passed away. In the morning, obviously the family realised that Mohan had passed away. The friends came to find out why Mohan hadn't come to bat. And when they told Baba Atal Rai that obviously Mohan had passed away, Baba Atal Rai got to the address, used the stick that they were playing with, and brought Mohan back to life. And it's due to that the story shows that Sunnai Poh na Sakai Kal, that death does not have any strength against that individual who listens to the name of God, who understands the merits of the name of God, who recites the name of God. There are many other stories, obviously, where the name of God has brought people back to life, or has had the ability to bring things back to life. Baba Gurditta Ji, the eldest son of Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji, again brought to life a cow at the request of others. During the life of Guru Nanak Dev Jī, a cow was brought back to life due to the name of God. Bhagavad Kabir Ji again had the same instance within their life. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when they went to Majnutale in Delhi, again there was an individual who owned an elephant, and the elephant had passed away. And it was through the name of God that the elephant was brought to life. And then the elephant died again, and then it was again brought to life. Guru Nanak Dev Ji did that. Not just within the stories of Sikhi, but within other stories of other faiths. You get the story within Christianity where Jesus goes and brings Lazarus back to life after he had been dead. There are many other stories within many of the religious doctrines of individuals coming back to life. But it's due to the name of God that the ability is there for people to come back. So that's the first definition. So it's due to the name of God that death does not come and affect any individual if they don't want to. They have the ability to bring people back to life. However, they state that the Guru stated that we should live within the will of God and not to go against the will of God in any way. So even if you look at the Puranic tales of Bhagat Prahlad, he was sentenced to death in many, many different various ways. But due to him listening to the name of God, due to him reciting the name of God, death did not touch him. He could not be killed through many ways. Harnaksh could not be killed through many ways due to the name of God as well. So those are some of the examples that are given there. The second definition is those people who listen to the name of God, they eradicate. So here, Poh means it does not touch them. Kal here means blackness. Blackness here means avidya. Avidya means ignorance. So here it states that due to the name of God, ignorance does not affect that individual. Due to ignorance not affecting that individual, they do not commit sins. Now, obviously, we're all individuals that listen to the name of God but don't actually take it in and do not believe in it. You have to have firm faith, firm belief. This isn't the case that you just listen to the name of God and think, that's it, I'm purified. It is to adopt the name of God. It is to really become engrossed with that name of God and realise that there is no other than the name of God. Otherwise, you are the same as all of us individuals where we are committing sins, which are going to, or committing acts which are going to impede any merit that we might gain from anywhere else. So that's the second definition. The third definition is due to listen to the name of God. The Kal. Kal here means time. The past, the present, and the future. Those time periods end for an individual, and they do not touch them. Time does not touch them in any way. That person becomes timeless. Because they become one with God, they become the timeless form of Vaheguru. And due to that, they become independent and not dependent on the causes of time, nature, and reality. Instead, they reach the abode of Vaheguru and they remain there. The fourth definition is Sunnai Poh na Sakai Kal. Here it says that the Kal here are the three different guns. So you get Rajo, Sato, and Tamo. So those three different virtues no longer have any effect upon the individual who listens to the name of God and becomes one with God. Instead, you become at that blissful state known as the Turiya Pad. And being at the Turiya Pad, those three other states do not touch you or affect you in any way. So those are the definitions given by Sant Gyani Gurbachan Singh Ji Stika for Sunnai Poh na Sakai Kal. And we continue.
Nanak Bhagata Sada Vigas.
Now here it says that Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji states that those people who meditate upon the name of Vaheguru, those people who are his loving devotees and beloved, within their hearts they do not have anything other, or do not have any other will, or do not do anything other than have complete content, faith, and meditation by listening to the name of God constantly. It's through listening to the name of God that their faith, focus increases, and within their consciousness they will find that it is constantly blooming due to the name of God and remains constant in that form, in that bliss. So that's the first definition of Nanak Bhakta Sadavigas. The second definition is those who are beloved to Vaheguru, those who are the Bhagats, who listen to the name of God, they forever remain illuminated within themselves. And the illumination is so great, it is like the equivalent of millions of suns. That is the type of illumination that they receive from God constantly within them. And then the third one is Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī states that those who meditate upon the name of God, the Bhagats, it is due to listening to the name of God that their mind remains forever in bloom. Forever in bloom and illuminated because of listening to the name of God. So those are the definitions given there, and Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī continues.
Suniye dukh paap ka nas.
Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī says, as simple as this: those people who properly listen to the name of God, take the name of God into their heart, within their mind, they are able to eradicate all of their sinful actions, any sins that they have possessed. Not even a tiny amount of sin remains if a person becomes fully engrossed into listening to the name of God and the merits of the name of God. All that suffering that would be caused by the sins is eradicated, and there is no suffering. Due to that, there are no sins, there is no suffering, all that there is bliss. And there's a short Saki again within the Sri Nanak Prakash and within the Janam Sakis of Guru Nanak Dev Jī, where they go and meet a fakir who was suffering from leprosy. This male was suffering to such a degree that his body smelled and nobody would come near him. Nobody would come near him due to his affliction of leprosy anyway. He was missing limbs. He was suffering. He had boils on his body. And he had meditated upon the name of God, but he was suffering in such a state that he could not understand. And it was only when he met Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī that he came, and Maharaj had grace upon him to sit with him. And he could not understand why anybody would come and sit near him when not even the animals would come and sit near him. He considered himself to be such an unworthy individual that the world had shunned him. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī, with his grace, said to this individual that it is through the will of God what has taken place. But it says that Suniya dukha paap ka nas, that all affliction and sin can be eradicated due to listening to the name of God. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī then asked Bhai Mardana Ji to play the rabab. And within the Tanasri Rag, they uttered the Shabad, Jio Tap Hai Baro Bar, Tap Tap Kape Bahut Bekar, Tanbani Visara Jai, Jio Pakka Rogi Bilalai. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī recited this Shabad, which appears quite commonly in the Hukamname that are read at Sri Darbar Sahib every day and all the other Guru Kars. Is due to listening to this Shabad and the graceful touch of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Jī that this leper was redeemed. All of his boils went, his afflictions went, his limbs grew, his face was clean. Every sin, every affliction he had just disappeared, and that was due to listening to the name of God. So that story is there just to elaborate upon that definition. And there are a couple more definitions. The next one is Sonia Dukha Paap Kanas. So the person who eradicates pain is known as Tanantar. Tanantar is the divine doctor or physician of the deities who came about through the churning of the seas. Tanantar is considered the one who eradicates all pain, and the one who eradicates all sin is considered to Vyas Rishi. Rishi Vyas was the half-brother of Bhisham from the Mahabharata. He was also the creator of the Vedanta Shastra, as well as being part of the creation of all the other Shastras as well. And it is said that it is through his writings, he is the one that incorporated the creation of the Gita, and from the Gita, the Sloks as well, of the Mahavaks. It's through these sacred writings that a person is able to eradicate sin. Or what it says there, Sonia Dukha Paap Kanas. So it's due to listen to the name of God that the praise is uttered by both Tanantar and Rishi Vyas, and it's through that method that the person who eradicates pain, Tanantar sings the praises of Waheguru, and the person who eradicates the sin from an individual who is known as Rishi Vyas sings the praises of Waheguru, and they also listen to the name of God, and it's through that they have these abilities. So the third one is Dukh. So the Dukh is split here into Du, which is the most difficult, and Ka is Saharna, to deal with the most difficult. To deal with the most difficult is to suffer life and death, to undergo the process of transmigration. And transmigration is eradicated if a person listens to the name of God, accepts the name of God, and understands the name of God, contemplates upon it. That's the third one. And the last definition is due to listening to the name of God that the person who eradicates pain, known as Tanantar Veda, exists. And it is the person who eradicates sin, Rishi Vyas, exists. And it is due to eradicating sin and eradicating pain that these two have gained these abilities due to listening to the name of God. Without listening to the name of God, those abilities that they possess would no longer exist, and they would not be able to carry out their work in that manner. And this completes the definitions for the 8th body. Next time we'll go on to the 9th body, which again will continue to talk about the merits of listening to the name of God. So for this video, Kamalpreet Singh, if you can close up, please.
Suniye Siddh Peer Surnath, Suniye Tart Taval Akas, Suniye Deep Lo Patal, Suniye Pohe Na Sakai Kal, Nanak Bhagta Sada Vigas, Suniye Dukh Paap Ka Nas.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. He Gobind, He Gopal, He Dayal Lal, Prananath Anath Sakhe Deen Dard Nivar. He Samrath Agam Purana Mohe Mayatar, Andhkupa Mahapayan Nanak Pare Utar. Hai Prabh Saranagati Kirpa Nid Dayal, Ek Akhar Har Man Vaste Nanak Hot Nihal. Ek Akhar Har Man Vaste Nanak Hot Nihal. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.